If you can see me and hear me, say hi and let me know you're here. I was having a bit of technical difficulties. It wasn't letting me go live there for a minute. So please let me know if y'all can see me and hear me. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cece. Okay, I guess y'all can see me. Yay. Okay. I'm going to point my camera down just a little, or my phone down so I can see comments. Gonna just hang out just for a second, a few seconds. Give more people time to hop on. Hi, Rhea. Hi, Debbie. Hello, hello. What's everybody been up to today? Go to church, have a relaxing day on the couch, watching movies. Hi, Carol Ann. Hi, Sherry. We'll wait another little bit. What are you sorry for, Carol? Ooh, I got some flyaway hair. All right, so can y'all hear me? Thank you. When I did the rebranding and everything, I decided to get some bright, fun colored shirts. So I got orange and yellow and green and pink and like turquoise, I think, kind of to wear for spring and summer instead of always black, because I've always worn the black ones. Okay, y'all can hear me great. Awesome. I just know that last night we had some audio difficulties, so I wanted to make sure everybody was hearing me loud and clear tonight before we got started. Hey, Miss Susan. Hi, Kathy. All right, so now we got a good bit of you on here. I'm not going to hold everybody up. So I kind of wanted to end the week and come on before Lori and just finish up talking about the S-Wreath design and how I came about that inspiration. And this is the juicy business nugget that I've been kind of teasing y'all with all week. It's kind of what changed my whole course and my whole way of thinking. And this particular night, I was just sitting in my recliner. I had my laptop open, and I was scrolling Facebook, you know, like all of us do, looking for inspiration. And I was listening to a podcast on Clubhouse. And I wish I'd been paying more attention to who was speaking at the time, because there was this woman who was speaking, another female entrepreneur. And she, you know, was just, you know, talking about her business. And it was a room on Clubhouse that was, you know, designed to tell, you know, one win or what's working for you right now, or, you know, just that kind of thing. Just everybody in the room give one juicy piece of business information that, you know, helped them in some way. So it was very giving and a very awesome room to be in that night. Hello, everybody. Sorry. I was kind of talking and didn't see everybody else come in. So I'm sitting there with my laptop open, scrolling Facebook, and kind of listening to this podcast and listening to this woman speak. And all of a sudden, she says this one thing, and it resonated with me. You know how you can hear something like, you know, 9 times, but on the 10th time you hear it, or, you know, you're explained it, that's when it finally clicks with you. Well, that was my moment, sitting there that night listening to that podcast, to that woman speak. And the nugget that she gave that I'm going to share with y'all is find something that already exists. and find a new way to remarket it. How simple is that? That doesn't mean go steal somebody's design and change a couple of ribbons in it and make it your own. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking something existing. Okay, so the S wreath, for example, the Hogarth curve style of floral design in containers existed. Okay, it's a design style taught in floristry. So that was my thing that already existed. The second part of that, finding a new way to remarket it, is what I did. I did research. I searched for days and days and days trying to find anybody who had done this design on a wreath base. Could not find any. So there it was. There it was. It clicked. There was my existing thing, the S floral design style. I'm just going to now take it from where it's typically designed, like in containers for florists and floral arranging, and I apply it to the medium for our niche, which is bases. I'm sure you could totally come up with a way to do this on a deco mesh base. If I played with it, I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard. But I took it and put it on a grapevine base. So that is how I took something existing, found a new way to market it, and by doing so, I have now made myself stand out, and people want to learn how to do this design. It's something new, something that's not been seen before in our niche, and you know, that's kind of how we got to here. And that's why I've been so excited to share this wreath design with you guys, because I mean, we all know we're all in this together. We're all in this either to make wreaths for ourselves or as a business, you know, to earn an income off of this. And we see every day in groups, you know, you see the same thing. You see the same thing over and over again. Not that that's bad, because, you know, that's how you hone your craft and get better. But at some point, you have to be different. You have to have something that makes you stand out from everybody else when there are so many doing this job. So that was my juicy piece of business information for you guys and gals. If y'all have any questions about that, feel free to DM me and we can talk about it privately. I do have a couple of invites to Clubhouse. If there's anybody who is completely serious about really working their business, those are the people that I'd like to talk to about joining Clubhouse. If you're just doing this as a hobby, Clubhouse really isn't for you, okay? And now they've released it to Android as well. Up to this point, until this week, it had only been iOS. So it's released to Android now, so everybody can come join. But it is an amazing platform to be on, to get lots of good business advice. So that brings us to the next part. Let's see if we've got any questions. Susan, I am so proud of you. You did an amazing job. I almost cried. I mean, I think I did. I got a little misty. I don't think tears run down my cheek, but I got misty-eyed when I logged on, and, you know, in your Facebook feed lives, you know, your groups come up first, and yours was the first one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's doing an S design, because you were putting that piece in, and I'm like, oh, my heart was so happy. It started pounding hard. Thank you, Denise. Denise, you're absolutely right. I mean, you were one of the first members of my private group when I started 4 years ago. You know, you were there from the beginning. And you watched me grow, but I had to take a step away to kind of figure out who I was as a designer. I took about 1.5 years off. I mean, I'm just now feeling confident to get back into, you know, the game and stuff. So I'm here, I'm back, and hopefully, now that I've got both my cameras working, that's kind of been my holdup, I'm going to start the lives on my business page again. Probably doing deco mesh, because, you know, that's what everybody likes to see. But I'll do a grapevine from time to time. Lisa, you missed all the juicy business info. All right, so just to kind of reiterate for those coming in, choose something that already exists and find a new way to remarket it. just like I did with this. We took the the whole growth curve style of floral designing. We applied it to a grapevine base, which, you know, hadn't been done, or that I could find had not been done for Google to find it. If y'all can find other links where this had been done before me, please share them. I'm not trying to take complete credit for this if somebody else did it before me. But that brings me to be first, okay? Do your research. Make sure, but be first. Don't hesitate. Because if you hesitate, if you think you've got a good idea that you want to share, don't hesitate. Because if you hesitate, guess what? In 2 weeks, you're going to get up one morning and log on to Facebook, and you're going to see somebody else has done exactly what you had just thought in your head, but you hesitated and didn't act on. I cannot tell you in the 4 years' time how many times that has happened to me. I'll have a great idea, but I'll sit on it because I'm so unsure. I'm, you know, not real sure of my skills. Can I do this? And then, you know, not too long after that, somebody else has done it. And so then I just leave it by the wayside as, you know, lesson learned. But it took me several times to lesson learn. So I hope that some of this sticks with you guys. The last thing I just want to say is be confident, ladies. I know that it is so hard when you're members of all of these wreath pages and you see everybody posting, you know, their creations, and it's really easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others, and that is a huge mistake. Please don't do that, because you are an individual. Your creations come from the heart. They're made with your blood, sweat, and tears most of the time if you're like me. So I promise you that maybe you're not everybody's cup of tea, but you are somebody's cup of tea. And remember that. You will find your tribe. So be perfectly or imperfectly you, and your tribe will find you. Okay? All right. Susan, no, no, no. I am so happy that you are inspired by me. I hope in 2 weeks that I see the S design all over Facebook. It's something new. It's something exciting. I hope that I have inspired people. Sorry. That's always been what I've wanted to do. You know, for 4 years, I have watched others in this industry do their thing, and you know, now I have something that, you know, everybody loves. It's beautiful, it's new, and I want to see everybody doing it, because then I know I've made a difference. So, woo! Sorry about that, guys. A little emotional. And I can guarantee you, when you find your thing, that's exactly how you're going to feel. You're going to want to share it with everybody. You're going to want to scream it from the rooftops. You're going to want everybody to know about it. And you're going to want to see it plastered everywhere, because you put in the hard work to make this happen. Aw, thank y'all so much. Mwah. All right, so let's move on from this happiness. Woo. And I'd like to show y'all a couple of different ways that we can style the S wreaths. If you're seeing some pictures that I'm posting, there's kind of a coral and a navy one. And I did that one for my daughter, for her door. They just bought a house, and those were her colors. So that one was done for her. And I don't have that one here. But we have this one. And we have another style that I had made. So I'm going to show you a couple of things here. So if you don't want to put these on your door, we have wreath stands. Okay, it's just a wire wreath stand. This one, this style was created on a smaller base, so it fits better here on a wreath stand. Okay, so you could totally do this, sit it anywhere inside your home. Also, this one, this particular style, since it's built on the smaller frame, y'all need a different angle, I think. Hang on, and let me switch camera angles for y'all. Okay, maybe that's a little better. So this one, because it's made on a smaller base, can lay in the center of your table. It can be a centerpiece. So you've got, you know, a dinner party coming or company coming. This was sitting on the wreath stand inside your home. You don't have time to make a centerpiece. Go plop it off and then plop it in the middle of your table, and voila. I hope y'all can see that. I know this is not, you know, a properly formatted dinner table, but y'all can get the idea. See how it lays nice and flat? It would make a very nice centerpiece. So that's tip 2. So we've got wreath stand anywhere inside your home. You have centerpiece on your table or console table in your living room or your entryway. It could go on just a blank wall that you don't have a picture for. You've got a narrow, skinny, tall wall. Perfect for a space filler somewhere. Okay, so there's several tips. The one last tip that I want to share with you is my favorite. So I have a really tall lantern. I keep this one outside of my front door. It is 29, almost 30 inches tall. So it's a very tall lantern. I know it doesn't look it here, but it's a really tall lantern. So watch what happens if you just take and you plop that on top. So now, instead of making a lantern swag, you also have a lantern swag. So what do y'all think? No comments. Did I leave people speechless, or did y'all leave me? So you want to see the, let me put this back on the wreath stand and put it down. Now the thin one that I just showed you, I made in the Wreath Therapy group. So, I mean, if you want to join the Wreath Therapy group, you can get that tutorial too. I don't think I made the navy one in there. I think I made that one just in my own time because it was for my daughter. I can't remember. Maybe I did. So the one that we made yesterday, also, if you wanted to make it on a smaller base, this one's a little tall, but, you know, you could do the same thing with this design as well, because this is a, you know, 29, 30 inch tall lantern. This doesn't even touch the ground. I have that much room before, you know, the bottom even hits the ground. The small grapevine is, yeah, this one is 10 inch, this one is 14 inch, and the navy one that I made for my daughter was 18 inch. So I had done it on a variety of sizes. And after this live, I'll go up and post in the comments a picture. I don't have a picture of this one yet. I'll try to get one tomorrow if it doesn't rain. I don't know. I haven't looked at the forecast. But the one that I'll be picturing is the blue one that I'd made before, and the navy one, and then this thin one. So I'll show you the pictures of the 3 different wreaths. They're 3 different styles. They use 3 different types of greens. As you see in this one, I didn't use these fancy greens. I used regular Earl greens that you can get at, you know, Hobby Lobby, like I showed y'all in the tutorial yesterday. Peggy, there you go. Perfect. So, I mean, I know everybody likes to make lantern swags, you know, with, you know, bows and putting, you know, florals in around it. This is just another way to have a very versatile piece. You know, one piece could be so many things. And I mean, how is that not just gorgeous? maybe if you were crafting it, you might want to move it over a little and into the center, but you get the idea. Well, I hope I have given everyone some great ideas and inspired you to make some new things. I hope I have made it a little less intimidating to attempt making the S wreath. And as always, if you have any questions about any of it, you can, reach out to me and I'd be happy to help you. Yes, Susan, I want to see those pics. Have you named her? I had to cut out last night before I got to see you finish, so. All right, so recap. Wreath on your front door. Lantern swag. You can put her on a stand anywhere in your house, or you can lay it on a table for a centerpiece. Woo. That's okay, Peggy. This one is 30 inches. Actually 29 and something, so it's not quite 30 inches. So a 3-foot tall lantern should be no problem. I mean, as you see, this one doesn't touch either way. This actual one from tip to tip is about 37 inches, but because of the way it angles on sitting on the top of the lantern, it keeps it the bottom elevated a little. La Paris Belle. Oh, I love it. I took French in high school. So, okay, so that was the wreath part of it. I'll recap the business nugget. Find something that already exists. Find a new way to remarket it. Case in point, a style of a floral design, usually done in containers. Now I brought into our niche, the wreathing community, by putting it on a wreath base. I chose Grapevine because those are my favorite, but you could totally probably work this for a deco mesh. So that was the juicy tip. I do have Clubhouse, and Clubhouse is now open to iOS and Android users, and that is where I did find that nugget of info. So if you want to get an invite over there, just let me know. All right. I think I'm going to hop off here, and I will see y'all in the Retherapy group on Friday. Remember that my normal time was 4. It is now going to be 8 o'clock Eastern across the board. We just felt like later was better, for you guys. So that's what we're going to do from now on, is 8 o'clock at night. So I'll see you guys next Friday. Love y'all. Yeah.